Welcome to the video. My name is Akinoro, and however you tapped or clicked here, I do believe the action was a choice well made, because by the name of the title, this video is centered around greed, and if you're interested, it's going to be a bit of a bumpy ride. This is part 2 of the awful greed of karaoke apps. With one more part remaining, I plan to look at 3 different apps, one for each video, and conclude this collection with my overall thoughts on each app. Our last video focused on Small Sing, an app I've had my own history with, and the kinds of horrid subscription offers it gave its users, as well as looking through the helpful reviews from the Play Store that held all the secrets that developers didn't want to claim. But now, I'm going to hint on an app that I'm truly unfamiliar with. So for this video, we're going to see what kind of unknown shady UI awaits us with Yokee. This is a fairly new karaoke app, one I didn't even know was a thing until I searched for any apps that are useful for these videos. This means that I personally never used the app before, so it's the only one out of all 3 apps that I've never yet touched. To be real, you're probably thinking, what the hell is a Yokee? This name to me is like the Mexican OK drink for the Mario 64 commercial, but they just swapped the letters around and went, yeah, that's fine. Seriously, what is up with these karaoke app names? Small, Yokee, they sound like foreign snacks you buy off Amazon thinking they'll taste amazing, but when you actually get your package, it tastes like doo-doo. Man, what am I saying right now? Let's move on to the UI. Jumping into it, I'm greeted by the simplistic face first. Yeah, all these apps are like this. Slide past the panels, ooh. Then I get an account started just for the showcase. A one-time decision like this has got to be the stupidest thing I've ever done for a video. After that, we're greeted to our song list, not too different from the last app. Judging by the look of things, it shouldn't be a coincidence that I'm pretty sure this is the one thing that these unrelated karaoke apps have in common. The layout seems like something that wouldn't be too simplistic for each app design to have, being completely different from the main page, but it's still weird how similar it almost looks to Small's. Even if it's similar, the list of songs has a different availability on its own. You can already see something looks much different, as some songs are listed VIP by a small symbol, but not all of them. Now in my last video covering Small Sing, I didn't bother testing the audio, like trying out a track to sing, mainly because I already had my history with that app, and didn't want to go through a horrible karaoke performance just to show the recording quality. With this app it's the same thing. I'm sure no one wants to hear a really bad cover of Blinding Lights, but I tapped on it to merely test the accessibility and see if this truly was a free to sing single person karaoke. And sure enough, it gives me a countdown. This truly surprised me as this app was still new to me. So now that I know how certain songs differ in their own ways on the app, I know a good ratio of the free access in songs makes the app look pretty okay for now. I mean, hey, as long as you don't lock most of your recording options behind a paywall like Small did, you look like you're doing alright. Now we have to look at the actual VIP options. So tap on Upgrade to VIP and here's the options it gives me. For a monthly subscription of $19.99 after a week's trial, you get access to all songs with no ads, or 100 for a year. So last video, I did a comparison of the monthly subscription versus the year subscription and took time to crunch some numbers to see the difference, if you really wanted to pay for a full year. And it's pretty obvious the year subscription is a true winner here. I gotta say, $19.99 is pretty sad for a karaoke app. And meanwhile Amazon Prime only charges you $12-13. So now that we got all the basic things we need to know, it's time to find out all about its hidden secrets, given to us through the helpful reviews. This is what I love most about these videos right now. It seems like from what I've collected, I assume developers like to add some broken things to the UI and ruin people's time on these apps. But the thing about that is it rakes in money for subscriptions, when lots of users think upgrading their accessibility will fix all their problems. Reviews can be mixed up, but I only grabbed the very best and most juiciest for the video. So let's take the Google Play and see what they're all about. I cancelled a subscription last year. Verified it was cancelled in the app and in Google Play. Really making sure the thing is done like the stones. Yokee will be asking this person, where the heck is your subscription? Gone, reduced to atoms. I love it. Didn't make waves about being charged then. I wake this morning to find I've been charged. Check the subscriptions and it's back. Damn, first review I've seen inside the end of a horror movie. The evil is defeated but makes its unexpected return. Also, it's a really good excuse for Thanos jokes. I'm sorry, that's messed up, but this is really just like I said, man. These devs are acting like they got all the power over their users, it should be a crime. I positively canceled last year so that this won't happen again. Yet, not only was I charged, I was resubscribed. I would like a refund. What a scummy way to play with my emotions, thinking this was looking stronger than the last one. And the emotions of the person involved. You don't know if they're already trying to save their money wisely. You don't know if they have the time to pay a subscription that they turned their back on. If you watched the last video, the main issue with the app Small was lots of recording issues and also someone having a similar experience to this one, by inescapably seeing the app charge them after cancelling a subscription. With this in mind, I'd like to go ahead and see if the upcoming reviews are subpar for the newfound Yokee. This app is terrible. For one thing, it asks for your camera access. Why the heck does it need that? Secondly, it doesn't load any songs. It says playback error, failed to connect to the internet or something dumb like that. Yo, my man, I love reading through these reviews and I know you put your feelings in this one, but you didn't add periods, so let me breathe, okay? Do not get this app, it's terrible. Once it does finally load, you either can't hear it or it just has an error out of nowhere. Do not install, I will give it a 0 star. It don't work like that, I'm uninstalling right this second. I've seen these kinds of experiences too many times with some apps, man. Often the problem with a lot of social apps today is how they want to act broken when they have relatively good data. This is a problem I've experienced with a small hand of apps that really got me confused and irritated as to why they wanted to have but had no connection. Aside from that, the camera permissions should be self-explanatory for this app. Most karaoke apps I've seen have used cameras for when you want to show yourself singing, but if this app doesn't have any of those features, I don't see where the camera would have to be used, apart from some shady purposes. Worst app. Doesn't even load songs. I would like to give 0 stars. I'm sorry, but I really wanted to try singing and was filled with hope. If you guys fix this, please, I will rate more stars. Please fix. Singing is my relief to depression. Heart. First, I like how this person's hopeful. Second, don't say you're going to raise the stars if they fix your issue. You're just giving it to the ratings and making it seem better than it already is. They're likely going to make a list of everything they succeeded with making bad, and expand upon it so you just have to pay for the problems. This is pretty much what some people believe would work with Small, if I recall correctly. What a bad decision. I can't even hear myself on every recording. Waste of time putting on some effort only to find out it doesn't work as advertised on the description about the app. Oh, that's too bad. I wonder why the app didn't work the way it's supposed to. I hope the developers aren't super bad people wanting to take advantage of their wrongdoings. Android devs are garbage trash just like the app they develop. Apple don't fall too far from the tree. Just exist for experimenting on something they'll never come to a final conclusion of. Sorry, losers. Uninstalling. Oh man, this dude had a whole speech planned. Oh boy, these devs better watch out because he's going off on Android and saying that Apple's not too far off themselves. Seriously, these devs think they're smart making a crappy UI, but in reality a majority of people are drifting away from the product, not even thinking twice about giving into the subscription. Way to ruin your app for the fun, guys. How are those profits going for you? So it was fine for a while, but if someone let me 5 songs and now it won't let me do anything without getting VIP, and the prices are very unreasonable. Oh, unreasonable how? Is a year's subscription far less than how much the monthly one charges you for that amount of time? Wonder which one you'll be paying. Oh, neither? That's a shame. The developers really need those profits, you know. Not to mention, you're constantly bombarded with ads. The song selection is also extremely limited. I couldn't find most of my favorite songs. Well damn, I didn't think this was so punishing to people just trying to enjoy what they have. You just sing what, 5 songs and they throw the paywall at you?
It's kinda fucked up, man.
I know Small was pretty limited when it came to using it free, but Yokee just said, oh, they got limits? No, we got limits, we're limiting you, alright? I didn't expect a new karaoke app to become so harsh and cool once it rolled out. And what they mentioned about song selection, it makes perfect sense to me. Everything good is beyond the large gate they call the paywall, and that's how they want to play it, man. If you gotta pay, that's what they're asking. Maybe not literally, but hey, it's pretty implied. To take in the amount of information you can get from just 5 reviews, it becomes pretty obvious the devs are asking for way too much money in order to fix your problems. This is like repairing your phone at a bad phone store, except you had to pay a subscription to keep your phone up and running, or else it dies out. Features that are given in place of a huge subscription, let alone a $20 monthly one, sounds like total ass for a karaoke app. The way it becomes apparent that song selection is fairly limited just seems at the point where a normal person would leave the app. It's not like every hot song should be free to sing, and I know not all apps, or hardly any at all, can account for true freedom and accessibility without being paid to use. But if you're limiting the song so hard, while also purposely making your UI bad for the user experience, it doesn't work as well as you want, so you can convince them to want to pay for the VIP. I know there will always be people who make dumb decisions, and there will always be people who pay for a subscription they'll soon regret. But as long as you can be smarter than that, you can help give out the word about apps like this. Apps that have developers who don't care about their actions and how they treat their users. All they know is greed, and it's all they'll ever need. But you can spread awareness about these apps. They're shady, they're horrible, control like absolute doo-doo, and you can leave a review to show everyone how bad these developers can be. That may sound kind of underrated because of how many bad reviews are left almost each day, but with videos like mine, I hope to get the word out there about how apps like these are powered by greed.
That's no good.
So there's my video on Yokee. What a dumb name, I swear. If you enjoyed this video and what I had to say, leave a like and subscribe if you're interested in what I'm soon to upload in the future. Share this video with a friend or family member, let them know about these kinds of apps and how to be aware of their schemes. I hope you look forward to the next video on this topic, as my channel is always including something in planning. Until next time, this is Akanoa, and I'll see you guys.